It's a beautiful foggy morning this morning. I've come out to get some lemons to have lemon ginger tea because I'm feeling a bit dry this morning. Hope I'm not coming down with a cold. Yeah, thanks for watching this series. I'm really having fun with the WW2 rations. Week 3 again did not turn out how I thought it was going to, but it was what it was, and I dealt with it, and I'll just show you what it was. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a gorgeous rainy day. The weather's lovely. It's hot overnight, but today it's beautiful. And I'm going to the pool for the first time in months. First time this year, definitely. It would easily be 2 or 3 months since I last went. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Got my new bathers that were the cheapy ones, so I'll see how they go in the water. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm going in the water. Yee! Oh, that was so much fun. Tired though. I can tell I've lost condition in the last 2.5 months. I didn't get to do any push-ups. I was too tired. But I did complete the 1.6k that I normally do, just a little bit slower, about 10 minutes slower, and that's okay. Considering how long it's been since I've been in the pool and how hot it's been, I'm happy with that. So now I'm really, really hungry, and I forgot to bring a snack. So I'm hoping that while I'm grocery shopping for my next lot of rations for week 3 and some veggies and stuff, I hope I can find something I can actually eat, because I'm actually got the wobbles, so I'm that hungry. And I walked past all the hot chips and everything in the leisure centre that they have at the snack bar, because it's almost lunchtime. So they're pumping out all the stuff for the kids that are doing school lessons and stuff, school swimming lessons. But I didn't. I thought my brain tried to convince me you can have some of the hot chips as potatoes. That's really good. No, because it's deep fat fried and it's not really in the spirit of rationing. So I'm hoping they can find a baked potato place or something at the shop. If not, I'll just have to buy an apple. All right, wish me luck. Okay, here is my fruit and veg haul for this week. I needed to top up some carrots. We're out of red capsicum completely. I got some fresh parsley, because a lot of the old recipes seem to have parsley in them as the major herb. I got some fresh beetroot because I want to make something I've been wanting to make for a long time, which is the mock black pudding, the vegan black pudding with oats, and beetroot seems to be the colour and some of the flavour. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll use the fresh greens in either salad or scramble or something. Got some apples. The apples aren't just for me, they're for the rest of my family too. Same with the pears. We get the odd bunch because they're a bit cheaper, and they're usually a better size too for eating just for one person. Got 2 eggplants this week. One for Japanese curry for hubby and my kiddo. Not ironically that it's Japanese, it's just what they're into at the moment, especially kiddo. I got the world's smallest bunch of silver beet. It looks adorable. But it should be nice and sweet because it's young. Got some radish to liven up my salads. I'm sick of the same salads. Got some tomatoes. We always love tomatoes. We won't go through this much in a week. The rest of the veggies might take 2 weeks, but the tomatoes definitely once a week. Already have 1 lettuce. We go through a lot of lettuce. Got the leeks were on special again, so I got 2 of those. One for a pie of some kind or a stew, and one for another potato leek soup. I've been really loving the Polish red cabbage lately, and I found the vegetable salad mix. That looks good too. Potatoes for the rest of the family. The Spud Lights for me. Cole's brand is Charisma. Woolies also has their own brand, but this is just what they had today. So I get the big potatoes for chips and mashing and things like that, and I get the babies if I want to do potato salad or in soups, something like that. And I found HP sauce, some brown sauce, so I can have a go at that. I even found some Branston pickle, so I'm going to give that a go too. and I found semolina. Now there's a story behind that I will tell you in a bit. I also got some vegan pies and vegan sausage rolls, because that way if I want a restaurant meal or a fish and chip meal that I don't want to cook, that'll be that version of that. I'll put them in the freezer because it's much more economical. So yeah, that's the fruit and veg haul for this week / fortnight. And now with the semolina, I seen them talk about it in the cookbooks, the recipe books from World War II. I haven't seen it fine like this before. I've seen it in little balls, different shapes, but not like this. And I know that in the cookbooks from World War II especially, and the British old cookbooks, they were using this as for puddings and all sorts of stuff, cereals. So I thought I'd give it a go. And I was excited when I found it in the fruit veg shop. So I bought it along with some polenta. And then when I got home to unpack all this stuff, it was all out on the bench, and I couldn't find the semolina. I couldn't find it anywhere. I went through the car, went through all the bags again. So I thought maybe I dropped it, because I dropped the daikon, which is, I didn't show you that. That's over there on the dish rack drying, because I dropped it on the ground. I had to actually wash it. Just slid out of the trolley. And out of the bag too, out of the little plastic bag it was in, all on the floor. So I brought it home and washed it. So I thought maybe I'd drop the semolina out the other side of the trolley at the same time. So I went back to get the pies and sausage rolls, because I really enjoyed that pie for lunch today. Oh, it was so good. But yes, I went back, and if they didn't have it, I was going to rebuy the semolina, because I bought it for the ration challenge. And I was thinking, what would a housewife do from the 1940s who got home and all of her shopping wasn't in her bags? She would retrace her steps to make sure it was gone completely, and in the hopes that she could get it back. And I got mine back. I didn't need to buy a new one. It must have fallen out of the trolley before I got out of the shopping centre, because like 2 shops down from where I bought it, because there it was on a table. These 2 gentlemen were sitting at the table eating their food at a public table for one of the restaurants out in the open, and there it was, just sitting on the table. I did a double take, because I was just randomly glancing around on the floor in case I dropped it and someone had kicked it aside or something. But no, there it was, just there on the table. My little packet of semolina, just bubbles of brass. Whoop, dropped it again. Stay put. I want to eat you, not be on the ground. So yeah, I'm very excited to have that back, so I can actually now cook with it. Yeah, it was an adventure. All right, I'm gonna go. Bye. As promised, something a little bit different for the girlies this week. We have a 12-sided die, so there's a possibility that I might only get 1 egg for the week. Let's see how I go. Oh, stay on there. 3. Oh, 3. Better than 1. Thank you, cheeky cheeks. Okay, and here's my rations for week 3 in March 2026. As you can see, I have so much margarine left over that I'm not even taking an oil ration this week as actual oil. I'm using peanut butter instead for both the oil and the margarine. I still have some milk left. I still have 1 tea bag left from week 1. It's just crazy how much tea I have left. I didn't even bother taking tea this week. Sweets and jam when applicable. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. I don't know if you can hear the pigeons outside the window. They're so funny. Anyway, this is not raw mincemeat, don't worry. It is rolled oats, beetroot, and a whole bunch of other stuff to make up a mock black pudding. The recipe's at Caroline Highland's website. I'll put the link in the captions or down below. So this is how you cook it up in the stove, and then you have to let it cool down, and then you form it into a roll and you let it set, preferably overnight, and then you slice it up and cook it like you would regular black pudding. There's the black pudding. This is the first lot cooking. Oh, I'm so excited to try it. I hope it tastes good. Okay, so there's the black pudding as my breakfast. Bean and toast, tomato, 1 egg spinach omelette, some sauteed mushies, and the 1 portion of the black pudding. Smelled delicious as it was cooking, so now I'm going to give it a try. Okay, here goes. Cheers. Interesting texture. And I'm glad I added the smoked paprika because it adds like a smoky flavour that I imagine would be in the black pudding itself. I've never actually had black pudding, real black pudding. No, that's enjoyable. I'm definitely going to enjoy that with my breakfast. Tasty. All right. Bye. I'm hungry. I'm going. I was so glad and grateful for freezers and modern technology because by Wednesday of week 3, I had come down with a really wicked cold. I had all those leftover portions of things in the freezer, like the gamekeeper's pie and the egg and bacon pie, and curries and the soup. I even made a soup with my pasta ration, and hubby even had to bring me breakfast in bed one morning, crumpets and tea. That's all I could stomach, and some lollies. I was so sick. By the Saturday, I couldn't even get off the couch. I was miserable. Everything made me cry. Everything happy and sad. I'd had fish and chips on the Friday night. We all got fish and chips to share because I just couldn't eat anything else. Didn't have the energy to prepare anything else. Hubby even had to take 2 days off work. That's how sick I was, because then kiddo got it as well. All up, we were sick for about 3 weeks total. But for this week, I stuck with my rations, but I just ate a lot more than I would have if I hadn't have been sick. I had a lot more bread. I had a lot more salt in everything. I even needed a hydrolyte because my electrolytes were just all out of whack. And I was hungry. I was hungry. I don't know what cold it was. I don't know what it was. It wasn't a COVID or a flu. I did test. It was that bad. I tested for those. And the cough lasted for a long time. So yeah, these are just some samples of the meals I had. But I did stick with my rations, and that was hard. But I had to. I was determined to do this for 12 months. And a cold wasn't going to stop me, because back then they wouldn't have had the ability to just eat extra stuff if they were sick. So they had to just do what they had to do with what they had. So I did have a banana because, again, as I said, I needed the electrolytes. But since I'm in Australia, I'm allowing myself a banana when I'm sick, because we would have had bananas available. And here's my weigh-in for the week. And unsurprising, considering I spent the last 4 days sick on the couch, I had a gain, and I'm okay with that, completely okay with that. I was doing what I had to do to get well. So yeah, here's a little bit of a blooper, and I will catch you next week. Heard it can be used for cooking. That was silly. It can be, because it can be used in cooking. Start again. Oh my God. Thank you all so much for watching that. It was an adventure, I'll tell you. I was so sick. It's just I couldn't believe how much I just kept crying. Everything, if I was happy, if I was sad, felt frustrated, I just cried. That's why hubby and kiddo just shoved all those plushies on me and said, "Here, have a cuddle." I just cuddle everything. We all just sat and watched a lot of anime on the TV, so that was really good, really nice. We were all just home. It was lovely. We were sick, but it was nice spending time as a family. I hope you get to do something that you love this week, and I will catch you later. Bye.